We are back, guys, with part 3 of tier ranking every anime that I have seen from my anime archive. We started off with 5, 10, now we're at 25 different animes that we're going to tier rank. But before we start the video, make sure you guys subscribe, like, share. I'm hoping you guys have been enjoying the content thus far. There's much more to come, much more in store, so I cannot wait for all the different kind of content I'm going to be putting out. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, we're going to start with Gate. The Gate anime. It's an isekai anime. From what I remember, it was a pretty good anime. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty good anime. A very good story, good plot. Obviously, with these kind of isekai anime, there are some ecchi in it. There's always gonna be ecchi in isekai animes, regardless. That's just the fact that we cannot deny. But that aside, it was a good story. There was a lot of political structure within the anime. Different types of character developments throughout the entirety of the anime itself. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely put this one under recommend. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. Quick second, let me just squeeze it in there. So we're gonna start off with that one. Gate. Definitely, if I were to give it a rating, I would give it 9 out of 10. I would give that a 9 out of 10. From there, we go to an anime that I'm not sure many of you guys have heard of, because I indulge myself into different kinds of animes, some that I myself had never heard of, and I've heard a lot of people talk about how it's probably a really under the radar, underrated anime. But I'm gonna be putting in The Shepherd's Librarian, The Shepherd's Lost Librarian, or Shepherd's Librarian. I believe it's one of those two pronunciations. It was actually a very good anime. It's your typical, school-based romance anime. There's hints of romance. There's drama, obviously. I don't remember the characters too well. It is a harem. It is a harem anime. There is no conclusion as to who the protagonist ends with every harem anime ever. But I would definitely give this one the 3 episode rule. Give this one the 3 episode rule. It's not for everyone. It's probably one that maybe not a lot of you guys have heard of. So just definitely give it a shot. Give it that 3 episode rule. If you're not feeling it, is what it is. I watched it. I thought it was good. Nothing over the top. Just a good anime. Then we go to the anime Classroom Crisis. This one, basically, the plot of this one is these kids are in school, and it's more or less trying to help them, I guess, build a spaceship to go into outer space. There is a lot of drama that happens throughout the entirety of the anime. There's some good character development from the specific protagonist, who comes in with a very direct, hard-nosed attitude. Kind of softens up a little bit towards the middle end. Hints of romance, obviously. I would definitely recommend you guys give this one a watch. I'm not sure many people have heard of this one. Obviously, if you guys are into space-like animes, that more of the theme of it is obviously school, intellect, structure, spaceship, etc., all that stuff. Definitely recommend you guys give this one a watch. And then this was a long one, and then we go on to the Monogatari series or Monogatari series. This one, okay, so it's kind of a hard way to answer this one as far as the anime itself. It's a very long anime. There's different seasons. There's Monogatari, Baka Monogatari. There's just a lot. I can't even remember a lot of them off the top of my head because I watched this anime 5 years ago. I believe a newer season or a new anime of it got released this last year that I have not watched it. It's still on my watch list, so obviously that's going to add on to the animes that I've already watched. But it's a lot of different animes within the anime. If that makes any sense. Different seasons. There's even movies that you have to watch. So I've been told 2 different things. You can watch it this specific way or this specific way. I've never gotten a concrete answer as to how exactly to watch it. I just remember looking at like how would you guys, if you guys are starting the Monogatari series, how would you start it? And I just saw someone recommended you should watch it in this order, so I watched it in that order. I feel like there is certain orders you can watch it in maybe to get a different perspective, or maybe there's just an actual structured order you have to watch it in order to understand it. But there's lots of different characters, lots of different types of character developments, lots of emotion. There are some pretty like controversial scenes within the different episodes of certain seasons. Sibling scenes and other stuff that goes beyond that can be very controversial. So be wary of that. But overall, this one, I watched it all from the beginning to the end when I discovered it. I just still need to watch the new ongoing one, but really good. Very, very good. I genuinely did enjoy it. There's a lot that goes through it, a lot that you have to kind of be aware of, foreshadowing, Easter eggs, different dialogues within the dialogue. It's a lot. I know it sounds like I'm just kind of rambling along, but I really, really recommend you guys give it a watch. This one's kind of hard to give the 3-episode rule because you kind of have to, I think, watch a full season to kind of maybe a full season or two to maybe give your judgment. But I highly recommend you guys give this one a watch. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to put this one on the must watch. This one's going to be a must watch for me. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, in there. All right, and then we go to Sweetness and Lightning. What more can I say? A cute slice of life anime. Very, very, very adorable. Very much an adorable anime. Very cute. Love the concept of it. It's what the title says, Sweetness and Lightning. You know, the sweetness comes very fast, but it can also disappear very fast. There are some scenes that are very, very sad, emotional. But overall, it's a nice, beautiful slice of life anime. If you guys are looking for an anime to kind of just relax, share some laughs, maybe a little cry here or there, or just have like a nice little mellow anime, I definitely recommend this one to you guys. Sweetness and Lightning. Oh boy! All right, here we go. Oh, and then we go to Domestic Girlfriend. I've gone on long tangents about Domestic Girlfriend as a whole. The anime itself, very rushed, too fast, and it is basically a dumpster fire. If you really want the full experience of what it was like to be in the Domestic Girlfriend fandom, you have to read the manga. The manga is juicier, spicier, more drama. Obviously, there's drama in the anime, but a lot of the scenes are rushed. But in the manga, you get more context, more background. It was literally an internal war between the Hina stands and the Rui stands. I was part of the Hina stands. I never got to that toxic level, but it was kind of fun and comical reading the discourse about them going back and forth. People predicting this would happen, and eventually what ended up happening, which was cause a major stir when it happened. If you guys haven't seen it, I do not want to spoil that for you. If you guys have seen it and seen the ending of the manga as well, both ways, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But Domestic Girlfriend, it is one of the greatest dumpster fires that I have ever written. Not written. I didn't write it. God, Lord Almighty. That I have ever read. One of the greatest dumpster fires I've ever read and watched. But beneath that underlying, it was good. I thought it was very good. I thought it was like, it really did hook you. Like, there's not a lot of mangas that can just hook you into it, and you're like, oh, I need to keep reading. Then you catch up, and then you realize, oh man, it's still ongoing. So you have to wait. And I was constantly waiting week after week after week, chapter release after chapter release, and man, that spicy. The anime itself, I would say, so this was hard. So I'm gonna put it under. So this one, I'm gonna put it under recommend. You know what? No, I'm gonna put this one as a must watch. So it's a must watch, so you guys can see exactly what it is I'm talking about as to why it's a dumpster fire. It can literally be under every one of these categories. Why did I watch this? Because literally, why did I watch it? No, don't watch it. Avoid yourself the drama. Avoid yourself the dumpster that it was. You can give it the 3 episode rule, but then like certain episodes are like, wait, what's gonna happen next? So you can't really give it that 3 episode rule. I could recommend it to you guys. Must watch. You guys can watch it and see exactly why I've gone on this tangent for, I don't even know how long it's been already, but I've been on this long tangent for that specific anime/manga. But yes, that is The Mexican Girlfriend. Also has one of the greatest openings I've ever heard. It's probably top 10 anime openings. That Domestic Girlfriend opening, absolute fire. Okay, let's go into the next one because we wasted a good amount of time on that. Then we're gonna go to Defrag. This one I recommend. If you're looking for something comedic to laugh, to basically like laugh, cry laugh, like where your gut's hurting, Defrag. This one is a hilarious anime. I enjoyed it. There's 2 ovas, I believe, 2 or 3 ovas. Funny as hell. I really enjoy this anime. Comedic goals. Then we go to Darwin's Game. Darwin's Game is actually a really good one. This is another light novel, I believe. Light novel or manga? I think it's a manga. I forgot which one, but it's really good. The first episode, I believe, was about an hour long. So it was like an hour-long introduction to the first episode. Very, very good. As the series progresses, the character development, their abilities, obviously what's at stake, which is their lives, essentially. How they get dragged into... It's like, it has a Sword Art Online premise as far as like everything that happens in... Like if you die, you die. Like you're gone. Like once you're in the game. But it's a lot more violent in that sense. So I would put this one as must watch. It's definitely a must watch for me. Darwin's Game was really good. Campione. This is another romance ecchi anime action drama. I would put this one under I would recommend it. I mean, if you guys are into like the action ecchi romance aspect of animes, I definitely put this one under recommend. It could be 3 episode rule or recommend, either or, but I'm putting it under recommend, to each their own. And then we go to this anime called Conception. This one I'm going to put under why did I watch, and it should be under no as well. Like this anime, I saw it through the end. This is just an anime that it's aimed at a specific audience, man. And I was just curious as to this anime when I first watched it. And as the episodes progressed, I thought to myself, why am I watching this? But I did you guys the sacrifice of watching this anime years ago. I would not recommend it. I have it under why did I watch it? Essentially saying like I wouldn't if I were to go back. There's animes that I finished and I like to go back and rewatch. I have not gone back to rewatch this one. This one I don't. Blah blah blah. Yes, no. That's all I could say about that anime. Then we go to Code Realize. I would recommend this one. I thought it was a very good anime. It has a very good opening banger OP as well. Good story, great characters and the development, the plot as well. Very much enjoyed it. Definitely recommend you guys give it a watch. Then we go to Shinobu and Her Delusions, or Shinobu Delusions, whatever the title of the anime is. There's a lot of... The thing with me, I'm a sucker for a good romance anime. That's what I love to watch. That's like probably one of my favorite genres when it comes to anime is romances. I did not enjoy this one at all. I found a lot of the characters annoying. I found the plot annoying. I did not get connected to this one. Nothing about this one hooked me in. I watched both seasons, right? Because I watched the first season. Might as well watch the second season. And looking back at it, even watching the episodes, I did not enjoy this one at all. I did not enjoy it. Obviously, some people will have a different opinion, differentiating from mine. I just personally did not. I just cannot get into this anime fully. And then we go to Death March anime. Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody. Let me put this one under recommend. This is another isekai anime. I'm a big sucker for isekais. Not everyone shares that opinion. Some of them are overdone. Some of them just are the same. But this one I did genuinely enjoy. I did genuinely enjoy. It is a harem, of course, right? When isn't it? But I would definitely put this one under the recommend or the 3 episode rule. But for me, I put it on the recommend. From there we go to one that I wish got a third season and deserves a third season. Let me just there we go. I feel like I was zoomed in a little bit. Huh. Sorry, editor. You're gonna have to work with, I believe, some of the zoom ins that I have in here by accident. Let me just put my watch a little higher so I don't affect it. This one was Asterisk War. This one is a must watch for me. This one was a really, really, really good anime. I believe it's a light novel. I believe the light novel is completed as well. It got 2 seasons, which, like, with these kind of light novel stories, it's not that common for it to receive a second season, but the fact that it did kind of shows the popularity, and I believe it's still very popular. I'm just surprised it hasn't received a 3rd season. I don't know if it's due to like not finding an anime studio or just some internal stuff that happens within like the creators. But this one was really good. It's 2 seasons, 24 episodes. The characters are great. The story's great. The hint of romance is great. The action is great. Everything about this anime was really good. I really did enjoy it. So it's definitely for me a must watch. Then we go to Skeleton Knight in Another World. This one will be a 3 episode ruler. I enjoyed it. Many others probably won't feel the same, but for me, I can definitely see why it could be a 3 episode rule. It's another isekai. Obviously, isekai into this other world where he's basically a skeleton knight, essentially. And then, honestly, for me personally, I did enjoy the plot. I did enjoy the characters, but I'm gonna tap this one into the 3 episode rule. Then we go to Absolute Duo. Absolute Duo is another harem. It's not an isekai, but it is it is like a fantasy like anime with action, romance, drama. It follows basically 2 duo tag members, basically a male and female, the male protagonist and female protagonist. They're basically a team, and they basically, they're in an academy where they have to kind of just go up in the ranks, right? I would put this one under a 3 episode rule as well. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I would put this one under the 3 episode rule as well. Then we go to Aho Girl, similar to Defrag. If you're looking for an anime that you just want to relax, laugh, like cry laugh, where it hits your stomach, I would definitely recommend you guys give this one a watch. Definitely is a funny one. There are a lot of memorable scenes from this anime that I did enjoy that were hilarious. So I definitely recommend you guys give that one a watch. And then we go to Freezing. Definitely recommend this one. The plot of this anime is kind of difficult, or the synopsis of this anime is kind of difficult to explain fully without fully spoiling it. But these women are basically partnered with, I forgot what they're called, but they're partnered with a male figure. And they basically, their job is to help them, produce the most out of their power. And the way they do that is, So, I don't know exactly. I haven't seen the anime in a couple years. But I do remember it having a good plot, a good story narrative, and good characters. And a lot of great character plot devices that were enlisted throughout. So I definitely would recommend it. It obviously is an ecchi anime. Hints of romance, action, fantasy, drama. With any of these fantasy isekais, there's always going to be a little dazzle of ecchi, if not a lot of it. Just giving you guys fair warning. It's totally up to you guys. And then we go to this one. Not sure if many of you guys have heard of this one. Devil's Line. I found this one randomly, and I did enjoy it. The animation is okay. There's certain aspects of it where you can clearly tell, the production for this anime wasn't the best, but there's certain scenes where you're like, okay. I did enjoy the story. I did enjoy the characters. it is vampire themed. There is some gore. There is a hint of romance, action, drama, all the above. I definitely would recommend it to you guys if you guys are into that kind of fantasy stuff with, vampires, slash devils, etc. Demons, whatnot. This one I'm gonna put under Why Did I Watch? Eromanga Sensei. Eromanga Sensei, basically, the title within itself tells you everything you need to know about it. Brother, sister, writing. The sister basically is an erotic manga writer, light novel writer. And her brother, I believe, is the publisher that helps out. I can definitely put it at, I would put it under must watch so you guys can see exactly why I'm saying why did I watch, if that makes any sense. It's the same thing with some of these animes that I put under, why did I watch? I'm saving you guys your core memories to avoid having to watch, because what I already watched, so I'm giving you guys fair warning for that. But if you really, really are interested as to seeing why, it's a must watch, right? So, but for me, why did I watch? Like I said, I have not gone back to watch it. I've seen clips of it pop up, and I'm like, yeah, this is why I have not gone back to watch it at all. We go to Fuka. This is more of a prologue to the actual anime itself, the main story. I would put no. I didn't enjoy it at all. I did not enjoy the anime of it. I did read the manga version of it, which I did enjoy. It was sad. Lots of sadness. Some happiness. I would definitely recommend reading the manga. The anime, I feel I didn't really enjoy too much, to be honest. Specifically for the reason because it gets you attached to a certain character, builds it up, and then, then we have the New Gate. It's another isekai. I'd recommend it. Similar plot to Gate. Same exact similar synopsis to it. In another world, main hero, the main protagonist and his female protagonist and his partners throughout. I believe it is somewhat of a harem to an extent. See, I haven't seen this one in a while too, but I do remember enjoying it. Whew, man, it's getting hot in here or what? Jesus. And then we go to Dragon Crisis. This one, 3-episode rule. Basically, a dragon can take the shape of a young girl. His sister, it's two siblings, brother and sister. They discover the dragon that can take shape into a young girl. She's wanted for that reason. She's hunted after. Their whole goal is to protect her. Your typical random fantasy anime. I think it falls into that category, fantasy. 3-episode rule. I mean, it was good. Nothing great. It was okay. Actually, it was okay. And then we go to one of the animes that has caused me lots of stress throughout the entirety of my anime career as far as watching anime. The quintessential quintuplets, 3 seasons, a movie, another side story of the honeymoon. This one, like any other manga that has been ongoing for a long time, obviously 5 quints. We have Miku. Oh my goodness. We have Miku, Ichika, Itsuki, Yotsuba, Nino. I was obviously, as you can tell from my background, there she is. I was Team Miku from the beginning of watching the anime. That's the character that just pulled me in as far as getting attached to that character. The build up for every character. I mean, all the characters were good. Yotsuba gets a lot of hate, but she did have some good development. I feel like it wasn't enough to justify what happened. For those of you that have not watched it, I'm not going to spoil too much. For those of you that have watched it, you guys have your opinions and your preferences. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about and what kind of warfare it caused within the community, where this time I actually was involved because I was on the discourse, I was on the Reddits, I was typing my own stuff, I was responding, I was like getting feedback. Like I was genuinely like, this is the first manga that I read from the start of it to the actual end of it, following the spoilers, the raw images of the manga. Man, this one actually got me hooked. Was I disappointed? Yes. Have I moved on? Took me a while, but yes, it's whatever now when I see it. It's definitely for me a must watch. I mean, I did really, really enjoy it. I enjoyed all 3 seasons of the Quintessential Quintuplets. It's definitely I think like record wise and sales wise, it's actually one of the highest grossing, if not the highest grossing romance manga dash anime in Japan's history of all time. I saw a stat out there somewhere. I would have to go back to double check and confirm that, but I remember seeing some stat where, yeah, it was very popular. It was very, very, very popular. Not just only in Japan, but here in the States as well. This one was as mainstream as it got. And I definitely get why. I mean, I really did enjoy it. All the characters had their own little personal niche to themselves, their own personality that made them different, that stand out from one another. And the main protagonist, obviously being who he is, having his different types of relationships with each one of the girls. Really did enjoy it. It's definitely a must watch. I would recommend watching the anime or the manga. I mean, everything's already completed, so you can just watch the anime, or you could just speed through the manga. Up to you, but definitely a must watch for me. And then, all right, guys, we are at the finish line. If you guys have made it this far, you guys are awesome. I know it's one of my longer videos. I don't make videos typically this long. Might be in the future this long. Who knows? I try to keep them short. But if you guys have made it this far, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all this ongoing support. We're here. Date A Live must watch. That quick. Date A Live must watch. The final season just completed as well. This one was fantastic. I remember watching this like 5-6 years ago, maybe. What was it? Maybe it was 6 or 7 years ago when the first season aired. It might have been 2014. So no, it's even longer. I think it's like a decade plus. Yeah, it's a decade plus. 10 years of Date A Live. Watching the first 3 seasons, because I watched this anime like 4 years ago. I watched it during the pandemic, if not a year before that. So 3 seasons had already been released that were in dub. And then we were waiting, and I never thought we were going to get a 4th season. I thought that was it. So I had to kind of go and kind of skim through the light novel pieces. We did end up getting the 4th and final 5th season. It's a must watch. It was a great, great anime. All the characters are awesome. From Toka, from Miku, Kurumi, a lot of them are not coming to my head right now, but all of them fantastic. Great protagonist. Shido was awesome. The story was great. The plot was great. There are some comedic relief episodes, some like relaxing, like, this is like a detoxing episode where you guys can relax, and then we get back into the action. But then definitely did enjoy it. Definitely a must watch. So that's it. That was 25 animes today. We're going to be doing more as the series progresses, and other series that I'm going to be doing that are all going to be anime based. Some unboxings, maybe some vlogs of me going to different anime locations, but be on the lookout for all that. Turn those post notifications on. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for sticking it out this far. As always, I will see you guys next time, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought. Agree, disagree. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.